Okay, so kita proceed dengan yang tadi tu. Okay, part 2, teaching video part 2. Okay, so at this, at stage 1, producer will original producer, they will continue its operation, okay, or production, because when the producer add more labor, total product still increase. Okay, then stage 2, starting from the intersection of AP and MP until TP is maximum. Okay. Dia start dari sini sampai TP maximum or MP equal to 0. Okay. MP decreases. Tengok ni. MP decreases but still positive. Okay. Pada masa ni TP still lagi meningkat tapi dia kadar perlahan. Okay. Sebab tu MP dia makin berkurang tapi still positif. AP is falling but above MP. AP bila dia touch MP kat sini kan, dan dia terus jatuh. Okay, so this is the efficient stage because it reached maximum total product, and also because utilization of land and labor is most efficient. Pada masa ni penggunaan labor and land adalah yang paling efficient. Okay, sebab dia boleh produce total product yang paling tinggi 300 tadi lah. Okay, at level number 6. Okay, and then stage 3. Stage 3 starting from TP maximum until starting from the TP maximum. Okay, so when TP maximum, MP equal to 0. So at this stage, TP decreases. Maksudnya bila you higher level seterusnya, kalau dalam table ni, bila higher level yang ke 7 ke 8, kan? Sebab sini TP dia maksimum 300, MP equal to 0. Ini TP maksimum juga, tapi dia bukan MP equal to 0. So ini adalah bukan efficient lagi. Yang paling efficient adalah pada level ke 6. Bila you higher level ke 6. Okay, bila producer ni higher level ke 6. Okay, so TP decreases. Okay, MP is falling and negative. Okay, MP terus jatuh dan negative. So this is inefficient stage. Why? Because bila you add label, TP is decreasing. Okay, bila tambah label, TP makin berkurang. So dia tak efficient. Merugikan. Okay. Okay, so ni soalan yang biasa. Ini soalan calculation lah kalau untuk tajuk TPAP ni. Untuk production. So given a workers, total product, average product, MP. Okay. So workers, ini dibagi. Total product pun nama dia dibagi lah. Okay. Okay, average product. How to calculate average product? Kena ingat balik formula dia. Apa formula tadi? Average product, the formula is TP over labor. So formula dia, okay, when there is 0 labor, total product pun 0. So 0 over 0 dash. And then 10 over 1, 24 over 2, 40 over 3. So dapatlah nilai ni semua lah. Okay. Then marginal product, what the formula is changes in MP, changes in TP divided by changes in labor. Okay, at labor 0, there is no changes, tak ada perubahan. Bila you hire one labor, total product is increasing to 10. So how many changes of product? So 10 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. So the answer is 10. Then when workers is increasing from 1 to 2 labors, it shows total product also increase from 10 to 24. So how many changes of product at second labor? So at second labor, the changes in TP is 24 minus 10 divided by 2 minus 1. So the answer is 40. And seterusnya lah. 2 to 3, 2 to 4. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so you dah jawab soalan A. Complete the columns for AP and MP. Which worker has the highest MP? Okay, tengoklah. Which worker has the highest MP? Okay, pada worker ke berapa, MP paling tinggi. So, ini 10, 40, 60, 80. So, the answer is yang ni kan. Ini MP paling highest. So, the answer is at 4th worker. Okay, at 4th worker. How many workers are employed when diminution returns to level set A? Okay, ingat lagi tak? Law of diminution marginal returns. Law of diminution marginal returns. Apa maksud dia law ni? Okay, maksudnya adalah when additional units of variable input labor is continually added onto fixed input, MP will decline. Okay, maksudnya law dia berlaku, diminish ni berlaku bila you tambah labor and then MP start to decline. Okay, so kita tengok the keyword dia adalah kat mana, bila ditanya kat mana workers are employed when diminution returns to labor. So kalau dia cakap pasal diminish, so tengok pada when MP start to decline. Okay, kat mana MP start to decline? MP start jatuh. Okay, ini 10, 14, menaik kan? 16, naik lagi. 18, naik. Yes, sini dia dah start turun. So the answer is pada pekerja berapa? Okay, begin at fifth worker. Betul tak? Okay, begin at, ataupun actually there are two answers. Sama ada boleh jawab begin at fifth worker ataupun after fourth worker. Sebab bila after 4 terus dia dah turun. Ataupun begin at fifth worker. Okay, there are two answer lah. Okay. So kalau dia mention diminish, so tengok pada when MP start to decline. State the law of diminishing marginal product ataupun state the law of diminishing marginal returns. Maksudnya apa maksud law ni? Inilah jawapan dia. Okay, when additional inputs or variable inputs is continually added on fixed input, MP will decline. Okay, itu je definition dia. Okay, sketch a diagram to show the relationship between AP and MP. Okay, yang ni just sketch je. Okay, sketch je, dia nak curve AP and MP. So, you look at betul-betul lah. This is vertical line, horizontal line. So, here you label as a product. Okay, and here is label. Okay, dia tak nak MP tapi dia nak MP dengan AP. So, ini MP. Then, AP. Dah dapat 2 marks. Make sure label dengan betul. Okay. Okay. Then we proceed to course. Okay, nanti saya akan bagi latihan untuk soalan ni. Okay, kita try another one latihan lagi pasal production. Okay. So look at this table. Okay, given machines, number of labor, total products, average product and minimum product. So given machines, okay, look at the amount of machines. The amount is constant. So this is fixed input. Okay, number of labor, this also input lah, but the number is increasing. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kan. So this is variable input. So is it short run or long run? The answer is short run. Why short run? Because it has one fixed input and one variable input. So it is short run production. Okay, given total products, okay, then dia suruh kira average product and MP. Okay, so macam biasa kira. Okay, so formula dia apa? Ingat lagi, kira dia AP, formula dia TP divide by labor. Okay, so TP over by labor, so 00 dash 100 over 1, 100 ini 125, ini berapa ni? Over 3, 143.3. Okay, then 5, 4, 8 bagi 4 apa? 145, 136, 121, 16, ini 104.2, 82.5. Okay, then kira marginal product. Marginal product changes in TP divided by changes in labor. Okay, so there is no labor, there is no changes. Okay, then bila you hire one labor, how many changes of your product? 100 minus 0 divided by 1 minus 0. The answer is 100. Ini apa berapa beza dia? Sebab ini semua bahagi dengan 1 kan. So ini tolak je lah. Oh, bahagi ni berapa? 150. Ini apa? 430 minus 250. 180. Okay. So complete lah table ni. Okay. So ini berapa beza dia? 150 kan? 150. Ini 180, 150. Ini 100. Ini berapa? 50 betul. 50. Ini 0. Ini 670 minus 730. Negative 70. Okay, so dah complete dah table soalan A ni. Okay, next. State whether the company is operating in the short run or long run. Okay, highlight. Ingat lagi tak apa beza dia short run and long run? Kita belajar dalam production. Short run mesti ada one fixed input and one variable input. But long run, all inputs are variable. So for this question, it shows it has one fixed input. This is fixed input because the amount is constant. And number of variable is variable input. So the answer is short run. Why short run? Because it has one fixed input and one variable input. That's all. Sketch TP, AP and MP curve on one diagram and indicate free statistic production. Ini lukis yang macam saya pula. Yang saya aja tadi lah kan. Okay. Okay, this is product. Okay, ini labor. Okay, TP kan. And then MP. Yang betul lah. And then AP. Okay, yang tu kan stage 1 to 3. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Labelkan dengan betul, dapat full mark, 4 marks. Okay. State the most efficient stage. So, yang mana yang paling efficient adalah, the answer is stage 2. Why stage 2? Because utilization of line and label are most efficient. Okay, sorry. In dalam kes ni, dia guna input because the utilization of machine and label is the most efficient lah. Sebab pada masa dia dapat total product yang paling maksimum. Okay. Pada worker yang keberapa? Ke-7 ni. Sebab pada masa ni, MP equal to 0. Okay. So, lepas ni boleh buatlah latihan yang lain. Okay.